Hello there, greetings everybody, and good afternoon. I want to welcome you all here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. So today we're doing an episode, the end of the month episode of my new albums purchased, or album haul if you prefer to call it that. That's fine with me as well. I was out today, lost my bike lock, which is not really something that's making me happy, but I managed to get 3 more. So we have, I believe there's a total of 17 here. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, looks like there's 17 albums here. Put them in a kind of a reasonable order, starting with the prog stuff at the top and psychedelic stuff, and then moving on down into different genres. So we got a fair bit, so I'm going to get right to it. Not going to waste any time. So my first one up is Syrinx. It's a Canadian band. I guess you could call these guys prog metal. And you wouldn't be wrong if you call them that. Very Rush-like. Part of the reason I like it, it's very reminiscent of the 2112 era feel to it. This is a poster thing that came with it for the band. As you can see, Syrinx and the members there. So we'll put that off the side. So we're going to open it. Hasn't been opened yet. Been waiting to open this one. I got it a couple weeks ago, I guess. I tend to be patient when it comes to not playing stuff right away. There's so much stuff to play anyways, you could never get it all. So the first one out of the bag is Syrinx. I believe this album is called Time Out of Place. I guess I should get my glasses on. That'll make it easier to do this. Yeah. Yep, Time Out of Place. A total of 8 tracks, I believe. It's kind of a Wicked-looking cover, too. I kind of like it. I think that's supposed to be the Earth, and some creature is hovering over it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside here. Again, nice album cover. CD. You've got, of course, it's brand new, so it's another kind of, it's in great shape, of course, brand new, never been looked at. And then you've got this kind of creature here, as well as the band members. Nice poster of the band members. There's no booklet with this. It's just a 2-page kind of fold over. I'm not even going to bother taking it. It's not worth it. It's just the lyrics. And there you go. So bought this online. Not something I do too often, but I did. Seth Lyons, JP Abord, Graham McGee, and Bobby Schock. That's the band members. Syrinx, that's my first one. Pile them over here, so let's make sure that I'm not going to knock them over. The next one out is a Hawkwind album. There you go. I do believe that I've seen this one before. This is David Brock, Nick Turner, Hal Lloyd Langston, Dave Anderson, Dick Mick, and Terry Olis here on the drums, of course. So I don't see a year of release for this. Not sure. There's a Roman numeral 1 for it, but my brain isn't really... Whoa, what was that? Something was there. Oh, sorry. Just the receipts for it. I forgot. I stuck them in here. So, yep. Good shape. This is a used VLP. But just like new. No problems. So this album is called Masters of the Universe, featuring Hawkwind, of course. You've got just basically a fold over. There's not even any lyrics or anything. Just gives you a list of the songs, the members all here on the back. And then you've got this kind of lame duck kind of cover. Don't really know what that is. And they keep dropping stuff, so maybe I'm just a little bit of a pylon today. Anyways, that's the Hawkwind album, Masters of the Universe. There it is. Okay, so next up we have, that's kind of it. I guess that's more or less it for the progressive stuff, just 2 this month. It's kind of unusual for me. Now we have, maybe this one would count too, the Straubs Prognostic. I don't know anything about this album or this band. I haven't really looked into it too much. People keep talking to me about, probably will like their stuff. So saw this on for $11. I think this might be a studio album. I'm hoping it is, but it might not be. So you've got the CD in here, and it's in good condition. Everything I ever get from those guys is always in good condition. If I ever got something that wasn't, I would probably be surprised, but I know they would take it back to Heartbreak Hill. Yeah, basically just the lyrics and the information booklet. Nothing spectacular here or unusual. So, Prognostic by the Straubs. This is my first Straubs album. Looking forward to giving that a play. Okay, next up we have, we're getting into more into the psychedelic era now. So this is called the Chocolate Watch Band in Inner Mystique. I like these guys. They're quite good. Very psychedelic. Lots of psychedelic flavor to it. You can see that by the cover is kind of different, very psychedelic looking. The album itself, the CD itself, is in good shape, and it's kind of a green color, greenish blue, I guess. There's a picture of the band. Chocolate Watch. I saw an expose on about 10 psychedelic bands this week, and this was one of them that impressed me the most, one of the most impressive. The lead singer, which is this guy here, kind of looks a little bit like Roger Waters to me. Dave Aguirre. Yeah, so this is a pretty solid album. Nice little booklet with it, as you see. Looking forward to this one as well. These guys impressed me quite a bit when I was doing my research for the psychedelic series we're going to be doing this month. They were one of the ones I wanted to have. So, the Inner Mystique by the Chocolate Watch Band. Next up, another psychedelic band. This one is a new album. I think this is a reunion concert. It might be actually a live concert. They had a couple of them. I just chose to get this one because it's a live. I think it's a live album. This is a reunion from 1984. We're talking about the 13th Floor Elevators. Psychedelic band. This, of course, is a new CD. So we get to open that if we can get my thumb working. Ah, man, they do not make these things easy to open. This particular one. I should get one of those tools that cuts through. Keep telling myself that, and then every time I go out, I forget to do it. And then I'm back to the same old story again. Fortunately, I have fairly long thumbnails, not for any reason other than I'm lazy at cutting them, so don't get any ideas. So this is the 13th Elevator, the reunion concert, August 11th, 1984 in Houston. There you go. Big buffalo on the cover here. Of course, it's a black CD. I can show you there. Then I'll take out the billfold here, which is kind of strange feeling. Doesn't really want to come out. I can just get my fingernail. There we are. Geez, I seem to be having difficulties today. So anyways, we'll open it up. That's what it looks like front and back. Very thin, cheap material here, though. Not really much to see. Just a list of songs. All the songs. I don't even think it gives the band members in here. Oh, no, it does. Right at the back. Right at the back. I always like that. Like to know who I'm listening to. And I think most of the people that watch this channel are big on that as well. So there it is, the 13th floor elevator psychedelic band. So I'm just going to move this down a bit. I notice it's a little bit up. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now we're going to move those. That's it for the psychedelic and the progressive rock albums. Now we're going to move into a couple of metal albums here. Yeah, just the two. Both from the same band. Judas Priest, this is Turbo. Yeah, this one and the next one, they don't get a lot of high reviews and like high regard reviews, but they are Judas Priest albums, so I need them for my collection. There isn't much in the booklet here. As you'll see, just there's a list of the lyrics for all the songs. Pretty much that's it. I don't even think... Oh, it does. Right up here in the corner, it's got the members of the band. So this is still the Dave Holland era. And I don't know if I did this myself. Maybe I did. There's a crack in the CD at the bottom. I might have cracked it when I was carrying it home, so I'll have to replace that. We'll put that one aside. Judas Priest Turbo. Okay, next up is another Judas Priest album. This one used. Ram It Down. There you go. Judas Priest Ram It Down. From what year is this from? 1988. So it comes out. It's the follower of that Turbo. And of course, I didn't take out the receipts out of there as well. I got this one from Encore. I got it there. I was there during the week one day. I had some money, extra money, and decided to get it. It's got a little booklet here. It's kind of stiff though, and it folds out all the way. It's one of those fold out all the way stuff. All lyrics, band members, all that kind of information. Same here, you got the back and the front and a few more. Yeah, another Dave Holland album. Rob Halford on vocals, of course. So there you go. Ram It Down and Turbo are the two Judas Priest ones I got. My Judas Priest collection's getting pretty close to complete. This album I bought because I bought an album that I already had by them and didn't realize it till I got home. I thought I had, that was the one I was missing. Got home, found out it wasn't. So I took it back and traded in, and they let me pick another album, which I took this one, even though I probably wouldn't have bought this album. However, it did have Ace on it, and I'm feeling kind of a little bit nostalgic for Ace, so I figured I'd get the final album, Kiss album that he was on. Clearly, these pictures are old here. They don't look like that at all anymore. This is Psycho Circus, of course, from Kiss. Let's see what we get on the inside. And it's got the CD here, kind of a funny looking thing with it. And if you look, it's very almost psychedelic in cover. I don't know anything about this album really, other than Into the Void or whatever it's called, the song that Ace sang on. It's the only contribution by him on this album. And of course it's all lyrics and some stuff here at the end to buy from Kiss, of course. You wouldn't be surprised by that, right? All just the lyrics and stuff. And a kind of fold out, kind of psychedelic looking thing, the Psycho Circus. So we now have it, and it wasn't too bad. Didn't cost me much, $8. Figured it was worth it. There it is, Kiss's Psycho Circus. The only thing about these jewel cases I don't like, it's sometimes hard to get the booklets back in to place. But I prefer them over any other form of saving them. I think maybe I should put these up here, keep that one free. I got to change the cover of it. So the next one up is also a hard rock album. This is from Nazareth, The News. Album from, this one says from 2008, but I suspect that is a remake date. I don't think this was originally. It could be a new one though. Yeah, I think it might be. It actually is. It is a much more recent release. There's a nice picture of the CD. got a nice back cover here too, and a pretty thick book. I suspect it'll have all your normal stuff in it, a little story about the band, and then of course you have the track listings and a picture of the band, Dan McCafferty there, and then the lyrics for all the songs throughout with pictures of the band members. Nazareth, the news. I think this is my third Nazareth album, I believe. I've had opportunities over the last year or so to collect a lot of them, but I've passed quite a few times because there was other stuff I wanted. It's kind of reminiscent of my childhood. So that's the news from Nazareth. Now another hard rock one from Deep Purple. I've been collecting quite a bit of Deep Purple lately. This one's called The Battle Rages On. Yeah, this is from, doesn't give a date. Anyways, CD's in good shape, as you see. Nice little kind of a purple kind of creature. See if I can get it out. It looks like a dragon. Yeah. And then, of course, another booklet. Lots of the booklets are always, you know, a lot of them have been opening up like this, so it's got the lyrics in these little bubbles, as you see. And then, of course, there's the front cover and some other stuff going on here, too. So, The Battle Rages On from Deep Purple. I don't even know how many Purple albums I've got now, but I have a fair bit. Next up is... This album was a kind of a one-off buy for me. I went in there one day and... no, I was at a... I can't remember where I was. I was somewhere. I might have been at a thrift store and saw this and was thinking to myself, this is a like a live album, which is what it is. So it's got, this is Blue Oyster Cult, and the album is called Some Enchanted Evening. It's got a nice kind of Grim Reaper cover there, featuring songs like Are You Ready to Rock? ETI, Extraterrestrial Intelligence, Astronomy, Kick Out the Jams, which is a cover, of course, Godzilla, Don't Fear the Reaper, and We Gotta Get Out of This Place, which is also a cover. So this is basically just a live album. I'm not sure whether I'm going to like this or not. I guess I probably will. Good condition. And then, of course, you have the booklet, which has a nice cover to it. And I think this actually opens into a almost like a poster type thing. So there you go. A couple guys there, some lyrics. And here's the back part with the rest of the guys that you don't see, the band. So the Some Enchanted Evening by the BOC, or the Blue Oyster Cult, if you prefer. Next up. Now we're moving more into kind of the pop, kind of jazz, kind of bluesy albums. So this one, Steely Dan, is one of the ones I didn't have. I think there's like only two I don't have, and this was one of them. This is a much later album by them too, like around 2000. So it's an orange CD, as you can see here. Orange CD. It's in good shape, no scratches or anything. And I'll take out the little book. Yep, just some stuff here, and this show you the back and front cover too. And then, of course, just more of the same. Little yeah, nothing spectacular in there, but definitely wanted it for my collection. I don't know how many more I need of them. I'm thinking I'm down to just one. But there it is. Steely Dan, and the album is titled Two Against Nature. Obviously, Walter Becker and doesn't work. Anyways, we'll move on from there. Oh, Donald Fagen, sorry. So we have, next up is kind of a bluesy album, poppy album, produced by Martin Birch, of course. This is Fleetwood Mac, and the album is Mystery to Me. I like this album. I don't know if this is my favorite album by these guys, but this was my going back to listen to some of the older stuff from their history, and this one I like. So you've got a picture here of everybody in the band. Christine McVie up there at the top. I like this quite a bit. I think it's a strong album. See, they're still really young in this as well. Nice booklet with the list of tracks and the vocals and who did what. This has Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, Bob Welsh, Bob Wesson, Christine McVie on it. So yeah, pretty strong. I like this. I listened to this entire one for one of my videos I was doing, and then I liked it so much. As soon as I saw it in the store, it was one of the first picks. So there you go. I like this little monkey or baboon or whatever it is on the cover. It's kind of a neat cover. Next up, saw this at a thrift store. I thought it was in pretty good shape. I'm not a huge fan. This is from 1987, so I think this is the album after Born in the USA. Tunnel of Love. This one has a crack in it as well, so I'll have to replace that one as well. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. I think I need to clean it, get some of the grease off of it, but other than that, it's in good shape. And if I could just get it out of here. And that sometimes is there it is. So there's the book front, the book back. Pretty much the same picture, I think. Now, I'm not a big fan of Bruce Springsteen himself. He does not share some of my thoughts on life very well. However, his music is pretty good. I do like some of his stuff quite a bit. So for what I think I paid, maybe $2 for this. So for the $2 I paid for this, I'm not going to be hurting from it. I wasn't actually in there looking for Bruce Springsteen. I was in there looking for some other stuff, but this was there. I took it. There you are. Bruce Springsteen, Tunnel of Love. Need to play that one too. So these next ones are all from the 50s. They're 1950s rock musicians because I'm going to be doing a series on that soon, so I needed to have some stuff for that. So one of them is Fats Domino. I kind of like this. I've always kind of liked his Blueberry Hill, Ain't That a Shame. You know, you've got Walking to New Orleans. You got some good stuff on here. The disc is in good shape. I wouldn't have taken it if the disc isn't. With these kind of places, you always got to really check, right? It does have a book, but there isn't really much to it, so I'm not going to bother taking it out. So Fats Domino, The Fat Man Sings. Yes, you gotta like that. Next is another 50 star, Jerry Lee Lewis. This guy I like quite a bit. This is a live Great Balls of Fire album. This just features some of his hits, and it's a live show, so I'm looking forward to hearing what that's like. As you can see, the disc is in very good condition for the $2 I paid for it. Songs like Shake, Rattle, and Roll, Chantilly Lace, Great Balls of Fire, whole lot of shaking going on. Just the stuff you would expect to hear from him. All of his great stuff. So Jerry Lee Lewis. And last but not least, had to have me some Bill Haley in the Comets. I always like this guy. This is the greatest hits. Probably good enough for me, though. We're gonna rock and roll, rock around the clock. See you later, alligator. Shake, rattle, and roll. Yeah, it's got most of the stuff that you would like by him. And again, the disc is in good shape. Like I scored big that day. Usually, these $2 albums, you don't get much of a the discs are usually kind of damaged in a lot of ways. This doesn't have anything to it, so I'm not going to pull it out to show it to you. So just a basic album. So there you have it, Bill Haley and the Comets, greatest hits. That's it for the album for the month of this month of November. We got one more month to go. So this month started out as there being probably, I thought I would only get about 5 or 6, but it just kept getting more and more. So Bruce Springsteen's Tunnel of Love, Turbo by Judas Priest. You got Bill Haley, greatest hits from Bill Haley and the Comets. Jerry Lee Lewis, Live. Fats Domino, The Fat Man Sings. Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me. Steely Dan, this is Two Against Nature. Sorry, got the hiccups there. Blue Oyster Cult's Enchanted Evening. Deep Purple, The Battle Rages On. Nazareth, The News. Hammer Down, no, Put the Hammer Down, or Hit, what is it? Ram It Down, sorry, Put the Hammer Down. Judas Priest. Kiss's Psycho Circus. 13th Floor Elevator. This is their reunion concert. The Chocolate Watch Band, Inner Mystery. The Straubs, Prognostic. Hawkwind. This is Masters of the Universe, sorry. And then my big one for the month. This is the one that I paid the most for, and I'm looking forward to the most. Time Out of Place by Syrinx. We did do a video on that. If you want to go back and look at it, it's in my What New collection. I'll be playing this one quite a bit. It'll probably go almost immediately to the waiting list to get on my playlist. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to comment on any of the albums that I presented, you can do that as well. Or if you just want to talk about anything related to the show, you can do that as well. So take care. Have yourself a good evening. Goodbye here from the Prog Monster.